Okay, Father, like I told you, I invited you because of the recent trending, can I say, is it a conflict or what? I don't know what I can call it, but you know what I'm talking about concerning Evangelist Ebuka. Uh, and I want to ask you, is there what Ebuka is doing that you like?
Yes, he's not an evil man totally. Ebuka is a very gifted person from the beginning. So there are so many things he's doing that I admire. Uh, of course, any person can do that. So that's it.
What are those things Ebuka is doing that you admire? Sincerely, from your heart, not just, can you mention them?
I thought you called me for the saga. Are you
Yeah, I'm
calling me to
coming.
come and
My
advise
question,
Ebuka?
my question will like it will progress, but I just want to start from here. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I believe that other people would like to ask you questions.
Okay, I would like to discuss the issue of his good side now because on a good day, everybody knows I've been promoting Ebuka from the onset because the issue of Zion ministry has never been a problem to me. Like I said, what brought me into this saga is an assignment.
Yeah, I
Uh, yeah.
at least this is not my first time of following you. I've been following you for some years now, and I can actually acknowledge that I knew very well when you were inside of Ebuka. You know, when some reverend fathers even were against him, like you stood up every time you were kind of saying that anybody who is not against us is with us. You know, you've been in the forefront of those reverend fathers. I know you and the other reverend father that normally writes a very long write up. I even have his video where he's promoting Evangelist Kobe back then. I have it there. Maybe one day I'll post it. But recently, two of you now are becoming the highest antagonists of what Evangelist Kobe is doing. And I intentionally asked you, what are the good things that Kobe is doing? I intentionally asked you that because I'm coming to the area that maybe those things you don't like. You know, let me know if you didn't see those the bad things he was doing, that you feel that he's doing initially, those time where those time you have been supporting him, or is it that there is is it that there is something you expected from him when you were supporting him that you didn't get, and you now turned against him now? That's why I'm just asking you, what are those good things you know Ebuka is doing? I'm coming to the other side of it.
Okay. Uh, thank you for your question. Ebukobi, as I said, uh, he makes the people to say the rosary. They sing so well in Zion ministry. They do charity and all that. As I hear, I've never seen anybody who was giving, but I see charity in social media. I see a lot of things. He is going out uh, a kind of hospital, this one, that one. So many, there are so many good things that Ebuka does. He's not an evil person per se. But like I said, I like to stand on the basis of the invitation. You say you invited me to ask me why. So if I begin to promote what I am calling people's attention to, the danger, the danger, that means I'm talking from the two sides of my mouth. If you can help me, please go on with other question. Or if other people have a
Okay.
question, yeah.
Okay, sorry if you're not comfortable with the question I asked you. Okay, now, uh, what are those things Ebuka is doing now that is a kind of quite different from what he has been doing when you were supporting him, that made you to change from your initial standpoint to now becoming an antagonist. What are those? Is it those things you feel that he's not getting right now? Have they not been existing when you were supporting him? Because I knew very, very well when you stood your ground and like it seems like I don't even know whether both of you have met before or not, but I knew very well when you were so much in support of him. What are the different things between what he was doing then and what he's doing now?
I've never met Ebuka one-on-one. One thing everybody must know is my ministry started in Lagos. My ministry started in Lagos, so my ministry was in Festac. Ebuka's ministry is in Nagwa. The distance is just 10 minutes. I didn't have issue with him while I was in Lagos because I don't like competition. It's not a personal thing. So when eventually I left Lagos, we started hearing everybody. I became so surprised. So when people attack him, I come out and tell them, please don't attack him because I am a person that loves anybody that carries the rosary. But with time, I started receiving contrary messages from the spirit. I started seeing contents that were deeply sexual, content that could even arouse somebody who wants to keep his virginity with holiness. And I became distracted. And on one very, very horrible occasion, a young man was stood up by Ebuka, dragged on his head, and began to ask him, when last did you put your mouth on the private part of a woman? Everybody in the church was laughing. I became so irritated. So I came forth because anytime I see this type of thing, insurgents, I call it insurgents. God, you have always used me to fight insurgents. And both the one that taught Bible, Isaac, Matthias, and so many others, even before now. So I made a video. I said this is not good. That there are so many good things you do, Ebuka. Focus on them. Stop this. That if you are not able to stop it, go and listen to that video. If you are not able to stop this type of ministration, then we put a question mark on the spirit that is operating in you. So I don't want to be reading all these comments. Let me focus on what I'm saying. So that's
You
where
don't need to
my
read
problem.
comments. Focus.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
focus
Don't
on
need
So
to
the
read comments.
question we're asking you.
okay, so that's where my suspicion started. A man who is acclaimed, who I used to hear him say is a virgin. To be frank, I have priest friend. We discuss it. I say, well, it's good for him to be a virgin. It could be that he paid the price of holiness and his ministry is going. But by the time I saw the way he treated that boy, the voice I heard from the spirit said, this is not the spirit of God I know. The Holy Spirit of God can never disgrace this person. This person came for a kind of healing. This person came for deliverance, and you stood him up in front of the whole world and disgraced him because he wants miracle. He didn't revolt. He a prophet, and he saw somebody. He asked him, when last did you put? That means that person lives his life. So putting his mouth on private part. So when you now know the last time he put the mouth on the private part, then the spirit will not tell you how to save the person. So that's where my first problem began. So, but I said that you are a person that you weren't doing like this before. Help us so that so that when we come online, we will not be irritated. Because I've been having this reservation about Ebuka, but I don't have the mind. My conscience didn't allow me to come out boldly. I said I'm making a research concerning this spirit that is doing all this, making all this noise. That any day that I get a confirmation from the spirit, that I will come out and proclaim it. So when I finished making inquiry, I discovered so many videos, and I watched the way the videos were being made. I discovered that Ebuka is consciously using those sexual contents to catch crews and to promote his ministry. That is as if it's a lifestyle. And
Okay.
this is a person that says he's a Catholic.
Okay. Okay.
This is a person that,
Hold on, Father. Father, hold on. Sorry for a kind of interjecting or something like that. You know, I remember one of those videos you made, which I also shared on my post during that time, where you are saying that using this kind of word shouldn't be right in the church. You know, I understood, but many of his fans, there are some comments they were making. I know when you made that some months ago, about 1 year now, I don't know.
yeah,
Some people were asking, because I know very well that even some of his fans is not comfortable with those words, you know. But as you said it, some of them attacked you. Do you know why? It is normal thing. When you so much love someone, you wouldn't want to see the person being dragged. You get? And even when somebody you love makes a mistake, somebody you see as an enemy to that person you love, you will never want that person to be the one to correct. So people are asking, have you made any effort to reach out to Evangelist Ebuka on a private occasion to table those your concern and the need to have a correction before you come out on social media for the outburst?
when I made those videos, whenever I receive a message from God, I see something that is public. I'm not just coming out for Ebuka alone, because when I see somebody make mistake, I don't talk. But when I see somebody living a lifestyle with pride, as if he, I know that there's nothing I can tell him that can correct it. So I try to come online to see if I can correct the error, not just for him, but for everybody. But after that, good Zionites, because Zionites are divided into three. We have good Zionites, we have bad Zionites, and we have stupid Zionites. The good ones are the ones who genuinely believe that Ebuka is Catholic, even when his spirit left Catholic Church long ago, based on what I'm seeing. Then bad Zionites are the ones, who just go there for miracles. They just go there. They are not neither Christians nor Muslims. They just go there for miracle. But stupid Zionites are those ones that immediately you talk about Ebuka, they just begin to. They don't even want to hear what you say. They don't begin to attack. They insult you recklessly. But those good ones reach out to me, say, Father, yeah, Father,
But
why can't
please,
you? They now sent me
hello,
his number.
please
They
don't
sent
look
me,
at
wait.
this. Please don't look at this screen. Just be talking. Don't look at this screen. Don't look at the
Okay,
comments.
okay. They just send his number to me and send me the number, the one they say is his twin brother. I wrote them WhatsApp, they never answered. I'm too small for them. So I left it there. So I've not said the main thing that caused all this saga. I
We are
hope your question will reach, or should I go into it?
you are going to get to. We have time. I know my second might be going to work, but we have time. So from the answer you gave here, you mean that you've tried to reach out to them, but they did not respond to you. Is that what you said?
I don't know if the number they gave you, but people from America, people from UK, a lot of followers who really mean well for him and also mean well for the Catholic Church and also understand that what I'm saying is true, told me in confidence that their members in America, who is who, that a lot of people are reacting, calling their coordinators. The issue is that Ebuka is ruling them in darkness. It doesn't reach to them. They will be contributing money, belonging, following to the members, but when they have complaint to launch, they won't be able to reach Ebuka. They try to call the one they say is a twin brother, the one that is gradually becoming a pastor of the business church. That one, that one is the one they said that they can get. So they now gave his number. I chatted him, say, I'm so priest. I like to speak with you people. He didn't respond to me. They told me that one would not pick. I sent message. I humbled myself because I was interested. I prayed to God, say, God, borrow scam, because it will be a very heavy blow. That we priests are
Please,
there.
if you are watching this program and you want this program to continue, please like this program and share it. From what I can see, some people are reporting this live video. And if you know you are the one, Casey, I beg, if you see any bad comment here, call my attention, let me block the person out. Father, go on.
So they didn't talk to me, and I pray to God to say, God, because a lot of my friends and when I see them watching, I don't know what to tell them. I say, God, I only pray that let this thing not be what I'm thinking. Let this thing not be what I'm thinking. Let this thing not be what I'm thinking. And at last, my fears, yeah. So I tried reaching out to them, but they were already on the way of pride. For them, for the Mobejo is too small to give attention. If you give him attention, his profile will rise. So I left them because they didn't know the mandate that God gave me for them. If they had listened to me, I hold meeting with them, I would have been able to expose the danger, because they were, an offshoot of Archdiocese of Lagos Charismatic, Kali Charismatic Renewal. And they fell out with the Archdiocese. The Archdiocese gave them priests. Here how Zion started is Catholic priests that is there that created the credibility, and people were gathering. They were making the announcement in the Catholic parishes, sharing flyer in Catholic parishes, promoting it as a Catholic thing, until money started coming. People started giving gifts, buying land. They started buying the land. Somebody gave them gave Ebuka a car. The priest now requested him to bring the car, and they bring the document. Let them understand now that the Archdiocese of Lagos have given them a priest who will be in a kind of chaplain to them and help them to grow their ministry. The priest now requested Ebuka to bring the document. Let them hold meeting. Ebuka said no and ran away and said they are not going to. Every attempt to reach out to him prove abortive. He said no, that they cannot, they want to hijack the ministry. That's not a problem. Now, Archdiocese of Lagos issued what? A disclaimer that Catholics are not allowed to go there. If they go there, they are in disobedience, and they do so at the risk of the authentic Catholic faith. So when that happened, I didn't have problem with it. I saw it as like Yoruba Igbo jealousy. I'm just being sincere. I'm a priest, but I'm just being sincere. I see it as Igbo Yoruba jealousy. I left it. I just pray. See, because that time they also told me to leave Archdiocese of Lagos. I didn't know that God was showing me humility, because you can never fight Kali Church and win. They never born your mama. They never born your papa. You can't fight Kali Church and win. They'll just leave you, just melt. So I look at it, I now obeyed. I closed my own ministry in Lagos and left. This man continued. I was wishing him
Please
well.
off the comment section, please, so that Father can concentrate.
Uh,
Is
Just
it
off.
is it
no,
possible?
leave the comment. It's not my problem. So I
Okay.
was like, I was wishing them well before I started seeing all manner of a kind of things, and the emphasis on miracle, prophecy, calling phone numbers. When they call number of motor registration number, people will come out. I started suspecting that this may be an arrangement, because since I started driving motor, I've never known my car number. How will people cram their car number? That's their registration number of their car. So that immediately they say they come out, they will tell them don't drive the car. Accident is in the car. They just devise wicked and satanic things and begin practicing it in the name of Kali Church. And I asked you a question. You say you're a Catholic, that Father Mbaka train you, Father Mmerukogene train you. Have you ever seen them mentioning private part, giving putting mouth on the private part of a woman. Have you ever seen any Catholic priest? You say that we are impure. Have you ever seen any Catholic priest describing the sex the way you describe it in the public, shameless? So that's where the suspicion started. That's where the suspicion started. Until the day that very woman that gave testimony uh, uh, that is from Enugu, he said he was asking a question and started describing, and that Anambra people's private part is very big, and that they know how to do.
No,
How
no,
much
they,
it?
no, they call them like, no, they call them them like that. Maka Facebook, I beg.
Okay, okay. Facebook we can boost a block or tackle the Ebuka before I block wrong. So they were busy describing when you want to come marry a teenager. And I say, but you know, say no, can't work. No talk. Everybody was laughing, and the way they were talking, I was looking immediately. A message came to me that something has gone wrong, and I entered into prayers. That was where the research started. Let me leave it there. If you ask another question, I will answer. Because the major thing we come here tonight
Okay,
is yeah, I'm still looking out for it.
okay. I asked you before whether you've tried reaching out to Evangelist Ebuka before coming out in the public to criticize, and you said that you did reach out to him and his brother, but nobody responded to you. You know, and for our new viewers, if you're not here when we started, we made mention that from time onset, Father Nwebe Joy has been a very active, vocal supporter of Evangelist Ebuka. Anybody that knows him for some years ago will be able to attest that he has always come out to defend Ebuka, especially even during the Matthias of 18. So most of us are very, very surprised that a kind of ally when they talk, or a supporter of someone can actually turn back to the person as part being one of the most antagonists of that same person. So we've asked him why, what was wrong, what was Ebuka doing very well when we were supporting him, and what is the difference from what he's doing now that you are no longer supporting. So this is where we started, and he has answered some of these questions. So we want to go ahead. Casey, do you want to ask something, or should I continue?
I think you should just
Because
continue. Yeah,
what?
continue. If I have anything, I will still bring it to his notice. Just
Okay,
continue the questions.
okay, Father. Before I go deeper to questions, I need to ask you. Now, I want to give you the floor. Tell us. Okay, you've already said the problem, or there's something you say you wanted to say when you said that the question I was asking you was not what you're expecting. That I should ask you.
Yes, the major problem that you invited me to ask me what started
Okay,
this last
what?
because
Okay, that's
I
what.
finished talking about Ebuka and remove mouth. I no longer talk about him.
Okay,
It is what there's something that happened
okay,
last
Father.
week that
Father, tell us what is the problem? What happened? What agitated you? Let us know. Then I'll come with my questions, and our viewers are gonna call us and ask you their own question, what they want to find out from you.
okay. What happened is we saw everybody saw the testimony of the lady called Lovett. That's where this last I finished correcting him because I left him because he can't be correcting everybody. It's clear that his big guys from America have been calling. Even people have been talking to him in Zion. He doesn't want to hear. He believes that he's the one that directing the ministry. So I didn't want to continue like stopping. I just left it. I started managing some of my followers that also follow him. I told them at a point we reach when I will say, no, no, no. If you are following him, follow him. If your problem is solved, no problem. And let me just focus, even if it's only 3 people that I have that issue the hammer, that their head is correct. I manage them because I don't need much. But this issue come out. This issue came out of immoral utterances during the after my prayers. When that lady finished saying that, I said, could this person who is so immodest who describe women private part, who describe what do you call it, marriages. They bring a marriage, a husband, a wife, a father, a mother in front of their children in camera. They are describing how they used to sleep, and you be asking them who used to put, who used to do this one. I said, this impurity is so much that, well, I'm not judging him, but well, let it be between him and his God. I did not want to talk again. I said I won't put my mouth again. But where the problem started is when the issue of fake testimony came. The, the lady called Lovett is Lai Mohammed. I don't know the type of lie. I've never seen that type of lie in my life. The lady lied about her name. He lied about he's telling phone accessory. He had never seen phone, not to talk of accessory. He lied against her location. He lied against where she come from, and this prophet did not see it. Switch earlier before then. This man of God that we believe that he's a seer has, organized and stage managed the miracle in order to influence so that the fire will continue burning, because they were mentored that you must continue marketing. There's no stopping. He has already come out before to declare that March many people will die. This one, chaos everywhere. Because I listen. So somebody from that side, one of my daughter, sent it to me, said that Ebuka, they want to start prayers. They now give people prayers. March, many people will die. This one will happen. Hey, I said, God, this person said now the kind will come out, no come out. He said in Soludo election, there will be no election in Anambra. It was a lie. A lot of fake. He now said, good news is coming to Lovett. Lovett, money. This one, after the prophecy, he said this prophecy will be replayed on the day of your testimony. He finished organizing it. And his media team now programmed the testimony in order to showcase it. They now went and hired an idiot. They hired an idiot to come. But the state manager of the miracle is not my problem. Because if you want to, anybody that goes Zion, go there. Because the consequence is on that person, not me. But where my problem started was when the thing passed, when the testimony arrangement failed, the arranged testimony failed and failed woefully upon their head. It fell upon Ebuka's head because the people that caught the lady, to some degree, were not even enemies of Zion. It was the people that Lovett have issue with, because we have made our research. This Lovett had issue with some people, some two boys was owing them, and they now saw him in Zion giving testimony of buying a house. So they were looking for him everywhere. They didn't see her. So they now got information that he was on that shop that day. They now ran to him and they wanted to disgrace her. They now came and said, were you not the one giving testimony you bought car and you are here? Look at you. Immediately the thing hit the internet. Ebuka came to the open heavens and said that it's two priests. That's where this current problem started. Two priests from the east. And I didn't care about the pastor he called. He said it's two priests from the east that arranged the woman to come. Hey. How do you mean? He's the enemies. The fact that they now started playing the prophecy. Said that they were attacking it to look like real. Okay, the issue, who sent Lovett was the issue. They did not even allow anybody to breathe. They now declare it was a priest. It was a priest. Before you know it, another person who used to go to Zion, they call him Uncle Zion. That's on his page I saw. He now made a video and spotted at the Amaco glass something that looked like a priest who was walking. He said, hey, that Amako have exposed it. That is a priest. They know the priest. They know the priest. They now the priest have exposed that they know the priest that normally go about with the sultan, and they know the way the back of his head is. That they have caught him. That they have been attacking them, and they were referring to Farambaka. Hey, yeah, Koromedi. More such the Spirit of God now rose me, told me to ask Ebuka, why are you wicked? Why are you wicked? Are you say you're a Catholic and you say you're a visioner. You couldn't even see the vision of this prophet, and then you couldn't see the vision of who was against you, who sent the gear, and you are calling him back. Can Mbaka move around the street of Enugu State without pulling crowd? And that's the place where this thing is the opposite IMT, where crowd used to go. Hi, Jesus. I said, no, this is so painful. They have taken a priest as if we are stupid fools. And the major thing that Ebuka and the Zion ministry succeeded in doing to our people is that they, because of his claim of virginity, and I have not done this. I have not put mouth in here. I have not slept with a married woman. I have not touched any human being before. And he's indirectly, and that's why God has blessed him. He sleep his tone. He's indirectly mocking the priest because he's still making himself as a Catholic. That is because the Catholic Church is weak. That's why his ministry have grown, because the priests are not holy. So that's the image he created. And he's trying to perpetuate it and turn a priest into what? Turn priests into stupid fools that go about the street trying to pull him down. I now came out to boldly, and I couldn't bear it. The Holy Spirit now told me, this is the hour to conclude your research immediately and come up. Otherwise, all of you will go down. So I now came forward with a video. And other priests came forward with a write-up. Everybody, the video which every priest was writing. And I came forward with a video saying, no, you manage the miracle in faith. Don't call us. Deal with it. You don't have problem. You have already taken the people. Don't come and destroy us. Don't come and make us look stupid for keeping quiet. It doesn't mean we are not men. We know the truth about you, but we don't want to disturb anybody. Ebuka now went, instead of him to just calm down and control the whole thing, he now went to his people and said that all those priests that are talking on the internet, he was referring to me and many other priests, that if we make noise, we will now tell the whole world how many uku we have been dealing with, and how we have been, sleeping with our workers, and how we are sleeping with married women. I heard this one, and I went to prayer. The Lord said me to attack, rise, and this is the hour. Is that now no can wear any holy. Only respect. Pride has taken him. Immediately, I studied. I found out the demon that was talking. And he started making noise. Hey, that he has not done it before. He has not done it. That if you are anybody, that he's only one that said, if he has slept with anybody, let the person come out. If he's challenging any of us, all those priests, he's challenging all of us. I said, God, this is a challenge that Goliath gave to the Israelites. Ebuka has said this for close to 4.5 years now. He has used that virginity to deceive everybody, and I know that he is nothing virgin about an impure pig. Impure pig, as in, forgive me for being vulgar, but there's nothing virgin about impure pig. Ebuka is so impure, and heaven knows it. If not, I will not remove my slippers. Do you know what land means in Igbo land? I remove my shoes and put my 2 legs on the ground, kneel down and place my 2 hands on the floor, and swore that if Ebuka is a virgin, let the judgment be on me. I'm a priest of God. I know the consequences of swearing. So if Ebuka says he's a virgin, let him come and counter me. Otherwise, let him shut up and do his ministry as a virgin emeritus. Virgin emeritus, that's what he is. He has been declared a virgin emeritus. So only even if he say he doesn't want to respond to me, that I'm too small, but he said that he's greater than all of us. This one I say we're not making any comparison. Yes, we're not making any comparison. Let Ebuka come forward with what he has. So that's where the problem is. The whole thing now stopped at the challenge, and we have not heard from him. He says the virgin, he challenged us, and then came forward. I said, if you could say the same thing and challenge us, you think we will not come. Okay, I'm not asking every priest to come because we are not mad people. But I use myself as an example because I'm in the media. I'm the one inspired by the Holy Spirit because I've been an activist. I've been an activist against insurgents in Igbo land right from time immemorial. So I don't think any person coming to take over from me now is necessary. Let me finish up this one. And I came out and said, if you know that I've slept with you or sleep with your wife, drop your name on the comment section. Both those of you that in America that are using to insult me, those of you in America that are using to make us look stupid. If anybody have told you or you have heard or you have seen, just drop the name of the hotel or drop the venue where it happened, or drop your name if you are the married woman that Father Mobejo have slept with. I'll keep it. Nothing happened. Nobody come. They started abusing me. Everyone talking. The next thing I saw, they said I have CC, that I have a wife in America with a 6-year-old son. I started going to America only 2 years ago. That's when this is my passport. This is expired one. This is expired one. This is my American visa. So this one is Italian visa. This is American visa. If you can look at it, sorry, you can look at it.
You don't need
Oh,
to show. You don't need to show your documents on the internet. It's not
okay,
proper.
okay. So I never go. I started going to America in the year 2022. That was the first time I started traveling to America, and the visa expired 2024, and I renewed it just last month. So saying that I have 6 years old son, that means as a priest, I started sending people to America when I have not even gone to America. I don't know where that one come from. I just see it as a stupid thing because what Zion people thought that when they say it, every priest will run
But
away, and they
but they say they have the evidence that you have a 6-year-old boy in America. What if the evidence come out?
let it come out now. I told them to come out immediately. Anybody that knows, let them come out with the evidence. I will make myself available anywhere. In America.
Okay, Father Emma. If I leave you now, we are going to take so much of our time, and like I told you, we are going to entertain questions from some of our viewers who would like also to ask maybe questions that have been bothering them, but or maybe have not asked that question. But before I do that, I have other questions. Thank you for giving us your reason why you brought up this campaign. Yeah, severally you've mentioned that nobody can pull Ebuka down. You've mentioned it countless times, which I think in almost all your videos you keep mentioning that nobody can pull Evangelist Ebuka down where he is now. So meaning that to you yourself, you actually acknowledge that no matter what, this man cannot be pulled down. Then why do you still go ahead with this your campaign when you know that uh, nobody can actually pull him down?
I'm not a demon that pull people down.
Mm.
That's the work of the devil. My own is to tell our people the truth because it appears as if Ebuka is just taking the stage and control the mind of our people. Do you understand? And negatively mentoring our people into violence and explicit immorality. So my assignment is just to debunk the lies that is a virgin and to shut him up from embarrassing priests. That's very simple job. If he's like let his ministry grow from here till Nazareth and go to Jerusalem, Ebuka has failed. Yes, to fail is not to become poor. To fail is to be an old man, but there is no sense. There is no sense. And all the people who, after watching Ebuka's explicit sex video and the boast, because the Spirit of God does not say, I have done all this. Christ came and said, the two people came to pray. The other one said, be merciful to me, I'm a sinner. The other one came, say, I'm not like this. I'm not like the rest of men. I'm not like this. I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't womanize. I sleep on the rock. That type of that type of boasting, oh Jesus, I've never seen it even in the devil. I don't know the kind of spirit that the pride and arrogance is beyond what any human being can comprehend. So I saw it as a very big red flag, and any person that have done that has destroyed his ministry. And throughout, he will do arrange tire, because that's you go tire, you go lie tire, because he said a match, a lot of people will die in match. Let us see. God know how to
Okay,
humiliate people.
okay, Father, let me cut you short. I think we've gotten some point from what you're saying, and because we don't have much time, we need to cut you short. So the next question here is, Father, as it stands now, what will Ebuka do, and you will stop this your campaign and mind your own business? Like, what are you expecting Ebuka to do, and you feel that everything is now okay, or are you trying to say that, like, nothing can be done again? Or like, I don't know whether I asked this question in a good way, the way you should
Yeah,
understand it. Like,
I understand
from
you.
your
I
point of
understand
view,
you.
you say that something is wrong, or so many things are wrong. Is there a recommendation that will make you to now sit back and suspend this your campaign currently and going on?
Uh, excuse me. Switch it on. I'm not a kind of laying down I don't think the battle have really started. Switch on the. I don't think that the battle have really started, because Ebuka have not responded to me. What I want Ebuka is to do, to come and swear to us that what I'm saying is false. So if you bloggers wants to do the work well, carry it. That's where I'm standing and waiting for him to call how many uku that I have slept with. He said that if anybody talk, he will tell him how many uku he have slept with. That is one. I'm also waiting for him to come and swear and debunk the challenge I gave him, that if he says he's a virgin, let him do the same thing. If I, a priest of God, who is greater than him in rank in the spiritual, by God's grace in the spiritual, because our people have lost it. If I should come and remove my slippers and put my two legs on the ground and tell him that he's not a virgin, that he's lying to our people, and I told him the reason why, if he cannot come out to swear in the same way, that means he should just remain a virgin emeritus. But if he wants to you know put things right and save himself from the shame, because God has given him more than he gave every other person in Igbo land, the opportunity. Because what really saved him is that many priests work in villages, and priests are not even called to accumulate. Kali Church is just one family. The priests are not allowed to go and gather crowd to themselves and do form personal ministries. That's not where we are called. We work in parishes. And that is only when the priest have a special charism and the church scrutinize him and gave him chance to have his own ministry. So Ebuka now go to Lagos where the crowd is. He took advantage of the crowd. He should have, if you say he's a Catholic and he come into the seminary, he's not married, he still have the chance. He begin in a parish and then Know what the disadvantage of working in the village where there is no network. Some of us work in villages where there is no network. Some of us work in villages where there is no light. Some of us work in villages, some caddies work in villages, and yet we train people and produce engineers from the schools we manage in those villages. We train people and produce doctors working overseas from there. We maintain the church. We baptize souls. We raise them. I raise the child. Hajo Obodo Ebuka twice in our virgin. All of them. Take all our sons and daughters. And in the general Korea cannot virgin. Now the father, the priest that raised them, is now impure. That if they talk, he will now tell his followers how many who could have been sleeping with.
Father,
If, if,
Father,
if,
Father,
if their
Father,
mother,
Father, calm down. I understand what the anger is. Maybe because he
okay, tell me
actually
my answer. Tell me my
spoke
answer.
against a group where you belong. But now you've already told us that was where your anger
Yes, my
started.
thank you. Sorry, Winkle, sorry.
But I think the question I asked you is I don't know if actually that's the answer to it, or maybe I'm the one that was carried away or
If,
something
if,
like that.
if Ebuka wants this matter to end, let him tender an open apology to the priest and withdraw the statement that he's a virgin. And then
Okay,
and then form what we call a committee of reconciliation with the church instead of legal team. Let him close down the legal team. The Catholic Church have never operated like that. If you shut down the legal team and turn that legal team into committee of reconciliation, let him reach out to the bishops
okay,
and clean his mouth. Clean his mouth. He's already leading the people. Some of them won't even leave him because I've seen a pastor criminal caught killing human parts. Reverend King, he's still in prison. People are still worshiping in his church. Reverend King is still in prison. People are so some religion at times miracle blind people. Miracle blind people. That, that's what I suggest. My submission. Let him withdraw the statement and the virgin and tell the people the truth. And then stop advertising sex in his ministry. If I can go, if by the time I get with CCG, and then stop arrangement of men yeah, stop lying in the name of prophecy. In fact, let him just by the time he finish the whole, he remove all those things. He discover that he will come back to exactly what we, the Catholic priests, are doing. He discovered that there will be no need for him to gather people. So
Father.
that plus or minus, there is nothing I can propose. What I come here is to explain the reason why I busted out in the challenge and to establish the fact that the Holy Spirit has anointed me from time immemorial and taught me about this demon of pride called Leviathan that is
See,
operating in every.
our viewers, if you want to call in, there's a number I pinned there. And if you have a question, if you're not going to insult anybody, there's a number I pinned down there. You can call the number. If I get the call, I'm going to pick your call. You can ask Father any question that you want to ask him. And please be civil so I don't have to end the call. Do you understand? So, Father, now, you said that what you are expecting Evangelist Ebuka to do, and you will stop antagonizing him, is to shut the legal team, apologize to the priest, form a committee of reconciliation with the church,
and, uh, and
withdraw
then and then
withdraw
go to
virgin statements,
yes.
stop talking about some adult things.
Stop advertising sex in his sermons, and stop lying prophecies, phone numbers, car plate number. All those things are blatant lies. This guy is a piece of Yeah, when has he seen any Catholic priest do that? When, where did that one start from? As what? When did God reveal phone numbers and car plate number? People will just come out. Look at what Ebuka does. He goes to Facebook. Oh Jesus, Ebuka is just,
No,
the wickedness is too
no, no, no,
much.
no, 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 no. I'm not giving out my WhatsApp number, but you can call if you call this line. It's a Nigerian number. It's gonna call. It's gonna cost you just normal Nigerian rate. Nobody's gonna charge you more. You can call it, but I cannot give out my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is a private number for me.
Okay.
So,
The Ebuka and his group, they go out to Facebook to shop for people's profile. They
but
get
but
they get
I would like you to just say the ones you have fact about. Let us not use because of things that are going on. You might use out of anger to even accuse what might not be true. Are you getting it? We understand that there are things that need to be corrected. Are you getting it? See, there's one thing I like about criticism, and that's why I do write on my post. Always pay attention to the criticism of those people you think that they hate you, because it can actually give you a headway to escape some certain things. People who love you, people who are very close to you, eh, because of the love they have for you, they will always tend to be praising whatever you do. You know, it is very difficult. That's why when you come to our kind of government today, you see that most of people who are our leaders, they had a good intention when they were coming, but when they step on that seat as a leader, almost everybody who is around him or her, will want one benefit or the other, thereby they cannot actually, try to say this is not good, this is not good to the person, because everybody needs benefit. You get, so it is actually the opposition that are going to kind of bring out your weaknesses, which you need to pay very good attention to the opposition. It's not everything the opposition say that you're going to take into consideration, but there are always there are always some vital points that you can get from whatever nonsense that your opposition is saying. And I think that anybody that wants to grow should not just listen to only those who loves him. Also listen to those people that you feel that they don't love you. Okay, now what you listed here is so much. What you listed here is so much.
chance to
Uh,
tell you that a lot of things is wrong because the structure is rotten.
what
The structure is rotten.
what I know very well is that this fight going on like this, eh, whether Evangelist Ebuka responds or whether he doesn't respond, this fight going on like this is actually going to change so many things. Are you getting it? It's going to
Sure,
change so
sure.
many things. And currently, now many people are criticizing him because of one thing, especially the explicit using of adult statements, which I think is one of the most trending things now. You get, and I believe that people who are very very close to him, mm, must have by now, people who genuinely loves him very well, tell him that I think we need to have a kind of break in some of these words. I get it. Some of Zion people, still they don't also like the fact that that word is being used, but they don't want people who they see as I'm coming very soon. I'll be done. They don't want people who they see as an enemy to be the one to correct it. I get it. So many Zion people who are genuinely concerned about those explicit words, eh, if they have a personal a way to reach out to him in person, they would have done that in the secret. But most of them don't have any contact to reach him. So it is not just your problem. So many people don't feel comfortable about it. So many people who are Zion members are not happy that their spiritual director is being dragged everywhere. If they have the power to put all this dragging to an end, they will do it today, but they don't have the power to do it. You get? But like I was saying, what you listen here is so much, but I know very well that some of these things happening now will reduce drastically. I'm not assuring you, but I know very well. I know how powerful criticism can be, especially when you are criticizing somebody who actually thinks very well. You get now. Do you have any problem if Evangelist Ebuka should be Apostle John Suleiman? Will you criticize him like this?
No. If he's not claiming to be a Catholic, I've never criticized any man of God. There is one in Delta State or Warri, they call him a prophet Jeremiah or Motofufe. In fact, after watching him, you start laughing. You can't see me come. As an activist, I allow the Lord to give me assignments, but I'm ready to go to I'm done dangerous assignment that even demand my life. I let me not even hear it. Once I hear it, I just pounce on the matter, because I believe that if you serve God, that's when God will be, His name will be lifted and you'll be blessed. So I see so many pastors doing all manner of things. Okay, take for instance someone like Odumeje. Look at what he's doing. It's not my business. When I started fighting the native doctor, Odumeje reached out to me. He called me. I didn't pick his call. This today, because I don't believe in what he's doing. And all that. So if Ebuka founded his ministry from the scratch, someone like Odumeje began his ministry from the scratch. He didn't go to deceive any Catholic parish and started small, and the building and the priest started celebrating mass for him, and they are using the Catholic name. When you touch them, they say it's not Catholic church, that this is just a ministry, but they are doing a mass there. So doing all manner of things, putting on ashes, doing everything, saying rosary, so that they market the ministry in the Catholic church. It is exactly like somebody, instead of somebody going to stream to go and fish, the person now come into your fish pond and begin to fish, and is catching many fish. He's clapping for himself that is a very good fisherman. But you suffered to go into the river to get those fish to put in your pond, and somebody is coming to your pond to come and take them. Ebuka is not a ministry. The whole setup is big. The reason why we are agitated is that they are indoctrinating our Catholics, and those Catholics are still Catholics. And after going to Zion, they still come back to the parishes. And when they come back to parish, they come back with a different spirit, different ideology, different reasoning, different kind of manners and behavior altogether. Do you understand? People will leave America, a country as far as America, come back to Nigeria. When they still go back, the same thing. And all the Zionites that I've encountered that came back from America, nothing changed in their family, nothing. They will still come in to come and be suffering and praying. I told them, from now, if you want to go to Zion, go. Because my spirit of my ministry doesn't agree with what is going on in Zion.
But there are people who are asking questions. What happened between you and 10 women who sent to America? Is there 10 women that sent to America?
That thing is a stupid statement from, yeah. Look at what happened. I have my ministry, America branch.
Okay.
So I have my ministry, different countries, UK, Europe, US, and Canada and Australia in one branch, because they're not as big as Zion owns. So it's not a problem to me.
Or Facebook,
So when I got,
you can send request again. I tried to bring you up, but the network it didn't connect. You can send your request again, and I'll bring you up.
so when I wanted to go for my first outreach in America, So my coordinator, I would like to mention her name. She used to be one of the best human beings I've encountered.
Mm.
She organized my members. Just like the way every ministry do.
Mm.
They arranged and we came and everything. I won't like to. This is so humiliating.
Forget about it.
Anyway,
Forget about
let me
it.
not take it because it's so humiliating. If I narrate what happened now, people might misunderstand me and say that's the reason why I'm fighting. No.
Okay, don't
That's
worry.
just a background.
Don't
It's
worry.
not a very serious
I
thing.
just saw a couple of that question and I decided to wait. There's somebody I want to bring in now. Some There's a man that I saw that is sending a request. I don't know if this number I posted is ringing in another phone or be. I know people might be calling that number, but it's not coming. I don't know whether it's ringing in the second phone. I don't know. And the phone is not closed yet. But I thought it should come here anyways. Ah, there is a man who wants to join in here. Well, I don't know what's wrong with his network. Uh, Sir Ofebu, I'm still adding you. I don't know if your network is not strong or your network is strong. We're already rounding up this. At least we've tried. Mm. But hold on, just a side patient. Let me know whether I can bring this person on. Is anybody calling this number I pasted here and it's not going? Or is it ringing and nobody speaking? If you've called the number and you couldn't get it, can you reach out to me? Or can you comment it here? Or if it is ringing and I'm not picking, can you let me know?
Okay, hello, Nwikuku, I'm here.
Okay, sir. Yeah, welcome.
Father, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Evangelist Timothy Ofebu.
Oh,
I was in
wonderful.
Lagos. I was in Lagos for 22 years. Now in Abuja, and I listened attentively to all you submitted, and I thank Nwikuku for giving you this opportunity to express yourself. I'm glad. And applaud Nwikuku for being balanced and being fair. I will just say
Thank you.
something under 3 minutes.
Okay,
Number one,
sir. Before you say something, sorry, please don't allege anything.
alleged.
Like, don't say anything you don't have evidence. I just want to give you a head up. I beg.
Okay, Nwikuku, I'm sorry to say this to you. You don't know me.
No,
If you know the
I'm
person
just
that
saying
is
this
live,
is what I would
no,
have told. Yes, sorry.
bros.
Don't be
I am
offended.
a senior journalist, so you don't teach me
Uh,
how to talk, and
no.
I will not talk without
Okay,
evidence.
okay.
Look, I'm
So
not
let me say something.
among the.
Let me say something. What I just
Why
told you
not
now.
allow me? I have come in.
What I just told you now is what I would have told any other person that come in. I'm not just saying it because it's you. So don't feel offended. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to say. You are not interested in
Okay.
accusation and counter accusation. It has nothing to do with me. I'm
Okay.
far above that kind of something. So let me just give this advice. My advice is into 3 ways. Number one, to the members of Zion Ministry, I am so much happy about your zeal and everything. But any of you that calls himself or herself a Catholic and you are abusing a Catholic priest, raising false accusation, placing curses on the priests, honestly, you are not a Catholic and you are not a Christian. There are orders and there are laws. If I were some of you, if you are emotional and sentimental on defending your your prophet or our brother Ebuka, please do it with decorum. I've seen so much. Most of the time, I see people say you are fasting, and the Catholic Church is also fasting. So, do you really talk like people who are fasting? When did it become a virtue to abuse your elders? Talk less of an ordained priest. Please, I'm begging you. You can make your points, even in this line. I've read up to 100 abuses and curses on a priest. Over what? One day you close your eyes, this whole thing will be over. You stand before God to be judged. My number 2 advice, Father, please, humbly, Father Jelemon Samanga Ofuma, Idro Father Ito, Haweke, one word the other. Na Hannah Timothy, Emugeta say Malo. Back to English.
I know you. I mentioned you in one of my videos.
Father, I know. Father, you have proved your points. And it's now time for you to join some of us in praying for our brother. There is this African proverb that says, when you are fighting with your biological son, now with your spiritual son, if that your son lift you up and throw you on the ground, the spectators will begin to laugh and say, this is a man that cannot defeat his son. If you carry your son and throw him on the ground, the same spectators will say, what an irresponsible father. You are beating up your own son. Father, I beg you, you have made your point loud and clear. We heard you. You have sent signal in a strong way. I think in this season of Lent where we are, don't use a hammer to kill a fly. Let all of us use the Gamaliel approach. If this is of God, it will stand. Now, the last one, which I have by grace of God, used my own backdoor policies to talk our brother Ebuka. By the way, I have preached in Zion Ministry 2 times. I preached there in 2014 at their camp in Adodo, 2016, where they raised the money to buy this permanent land they have at Okota. It's on record that I was the one that preached there. I took Brother Ebuka by hand and introduced him to Patrick Adebayo that raised the fund they used to possess the first 3 plots of land. So I know Ebuka in person. He has been to my house 3 times, and I've been to his house when he was at Akintola Agoda. I know his brother, the engineer. So when all these things begin to happen and everything, someone like me was shocked. And that is why I'm also, because I know he will watch this video, he keep on changing his number. Our brother Ebuka, the only thing he needs now is a spiritual director and a mentor. He is still very, very young in the ministry and need hands that will strengthen him and advise him. And I'm begging him, let one of them be a Catholic priest. Let the other one be a Catholic lay minister that has been there for a long time. Some of the ways he threw about are unnecessary. When a reverend sister corrected her own reverend sisters, her colleagues, when they went to Ngopala dancing on the rain and every other thing, I remember a brother coming up openly to bully her and say, if you talk again, I will tell the world the way you are. That is not how to handle people, especially people in vocation. And just as we Kuku said, people who want to give you correction, we Kuku keep on using criticism. It is not criticism. This is correction in love. Okay?
Yeah.
And then number 2, this issue of priesthood, and you begin to say so many funny things about them. Honestly, some of us are disappointed. We are not, as Catholics, we are shocked about the whole thing. Ebuka was in charismatic renewal for 4 years. I know that for sure. And I'm sure that is why he has not picked the Catholic charismatic renewal for one day in all his accusation, because he knows us for discipline and order. I had my own challenges in Lagos when I started ministry. Please, everybody will go and verify. The name of the ministry was Flame Team. And Cardinal Okoje wrote, he didn't even call me and say stop. And that was the day we disbanded. We later went back to him to explain ourselves. He said so many things. And he said to me, and I quote the cardinal that is still alive, he said, Mr. Timothy, if you are interested in running a Catholic ministry, go to Catholic School of Evangelization for 2 years. But from all I have seen and heard from you, go to school. Let us form you. Let us train you. You will do according to what you are taught. And that was because of us. He set up School of Antioch, Catholic Evangelization, Lagos Diocese. And for 2 years I was there. And he was the one that commissioned me. So most of the time, we cannot just be saying that the whole world is against us when we have not listened to the whole world. I say once again, Zion ministry may not be as bad as people are painting them. I cannot say that people are not getting saved there. I can't say that native doctors and others are not getting saved. But when you look at the gestation period between our brother Ebuka when he started that ministry, maybe it was something that is very big that to manage it become impossible. The last advice I give to those in Zion, let Zion ministry have an experienced communication director who can reply professionally to people that both rebuke them, correct them, advise them, and praise them. It seems everything is revolving around Ebuka, and that is why there is this problem. The day he keep quiet as the founder, and we begin to hear about other brothers, other sisters picking microphone, the noise will be less. That's why in Catholic Charismatic Renewal, where he started from, we have our challenges. But today, it's not about Timothy of Ebu, it's not Brother A.G. Newman, it's not about Judah Soba or some of the figures we are hearing, because we have leaders. And these leaders at any time can call us to order. And we owe our allegiance to our parish priest. I'm just saying it in context, believing that our brother Ebuka is still a Catholic. So let this Lent, as they have declared 14 or 16 days prayer, and Father, we have just entered the Lenten period. Father, I think you are overreaching this thing. You have made your point.
Okay.
You have made your point. I think you know him before. There is a way you will stretch this fight. It looks as if it's personal.
Okay.
You are a father, not just a Catholic priest. If you are not a priest and you are married, he could either be your junior brother or be your biological son. How would you have handled him? Ebuka is growing. Forget about all the boasting they say nobody's gift is greater than him. When I hear it, I begin to laugh. I say, how do you judge gift? Which gift is he talking about? Is it leadership gift? Is it the gift of preaching? Is it the gift of teaching? Is it the gift of prayer? Is it the gift of writing books? Is it the gift of communication, gift of service, gift of martyrdom? There are thousands of gifts. So we don't make these things to become as if at a time when Muslims, when people in ATR, African traditional religion, when atheists, when even the Omenala people are getting organized and being a potent force against Christianity, I think we need unity in love. So I say this with all my heart, that my heart goes to our brethren in Zion. Let them be cautious and know how they talk. I think they are most of the people that are painting Ebuka in black light, because the way they abuse, curse, attack, even here now, somebody is saying, I release thunder and fire on you, Reverend Father. Putting Reverend Father there. So what kind of parents give birth to you and train you? Some of them are saying it's jealousy, it's envy. So once again, I beg everybody, this is a critical period. The organized powers of darkness might be fighting the church. Let's not be the one fighting against one another. So Father, I beg you in the name of God, since you know me, you have made your point. It is time you begin to back him. I beg you, say 30 days mass within this length for Brother Ebuka and the twin brother and all the Zion members. Forgive them. You talk in anger, you talk in heart. It's not easy for them to be talking about you and the child you did not have. But if they could persecute Jesus, what about you? And that is why I'm surprised that members of Zion ministry think that Ebuka will not be persecuted. 18 times I was brought to Charismatic tribunal. Nothing was found on me. 7 times I was brought before Cardinal Okochi. and I answered in love. Today, I'm in Abuja. Tomorrow, I'm starting 1 week crusade at St. Francis Catholic Church, Galadimawa. It is the priest that dropped me off in my house. I'm still a Catholic. So persecution, criticism, correction, and all these things make a normal Christian minister to grow. And there is something that Nwikuku said I want to end with. He said that those who are correcting you might actually be the people who are helping you if you pay good attention to them, that whatever they say, you will use it to grow. So, Father Ejelemon Sonnani, Ichon Sebulana, wepụtazie aka, hapụ nwanne anyị nwoke Ebuka, ọ ya eto, gbaghara ya onwe etu o si emejọ ọrụ. Then ndị Zion na-anụ Igbo, onye ọbụla ponili nna ya enu, ngwodongwo ga-eju ya anya. Onye ọbụla na-abụ a priest ọnụ, a Catholic priest na-akpọghị iyi, ijegogolu multiple generational curses upon you and your family. Ọ bụrụ na etu esi zụ some of you pụta from it. Inwe ike ghọtafie m si Timothy Ofebe jee jụọ Ebuka, jụọ ekele the man raise ego eji gogodu Zion, kele onye mere introduce to Patrick Adebayo, raise ego eji go na Zion. Oh, mụnwa, I'm still a Catholic. My parish is still here in Maitama, Abuja. Nna ya onye ọbụla ka ewetunata aka ka ụwa ghara ichi anyị ọchị ọzọ, jụba anyị kelee ebe isi anyị na-efe nọ. Imagine Matthias Isaac and other ATR people now using both Bebe Joy and Ebuka to do content. It's totally unnecessary. Thank you, Father, for listening to your son. I will call you on phone for other things. And thank you, Nwikuku, for bringing this platform. And those of you that listen and understand me, God bless you. Those that didn't understand me will insult me. I take it as part of my passion during Lent. Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much for your contribution. At least I can say that you spoke like a father, and I've seen you two. You have been so vocal on the media space, and I felt that maybe you'll carry that same energy and come to this life, and that's why I had to interrupt you and I made one request that please don't allege anything here, because I know you that you're also very controversial, and not controversial, but yeah, so outspoken. So I didn't want to. I was expecting that maybe you will come and you hide the tempo, But thank God that you did justice to what we are saying, and I hope that even further will adapt your own will I say prescription. I think it's only doctor that prescribe, but with what you told Father now, I hope that Father will listen and pray for our brother in a way, in maybe whatever he feels that he's not getting right. Maybe make God use his own hand and talk to him than what we are seeing. Father, you've made your point, and I'm happy that at least most of us that think that we don't even have reverend fathers who keep to their vow after they've been ordained. You actually cleared our doubts, and we can actually see that true, there are still reverend fathers who keep to their vow. I've not seen anyone who doesn't keep to their vow. I've not asked anybody, but with things trending, I'll be like, if it be true, say these people only keep, But for you to come out, I don't know what pushed you. I don't know whether you're supposed to come. I'm not a reverend father. I don't know the ethics that exists within you people. But at least coming out alone has actually reassured us that there are still priests, a lot of them, that keeps to their vow. Are you getting it? So don't be offended by whatever that have happened. I know you felt insulted or whatever that made you to come out this way. But as of now, I think you've proved the point, and those people who will actually listen to what you say have already listened and they understand you. There's no amount of pressure you will put here that will change the mind of those people who will never, whose mind will never be changed. So if you start from now and say it's the next 100 years, those that have made their mind that their mind cannot be changed, you will never change their mind. So keeping on to this fight, I think just like our daddy said, it's just a kind of repetition, and it will still cause, like we bloggers now. Anything you say now, I'll blog about it. The only thing is that I'll write your name so that they will know that you're the one that said it, not me that said it. So you're actually giving us the content to post, and we're going to be posting it. You know, you can you can be giving your teaching, also be praying, like our daddy recommended. Even if you can come online and say, okay, I want to be making this prayer on behalf of this our brother for so days. Some of us, if we have time, we join you and pray, provided that this Christianity that have been in a serious threat, especially within the Igbo land, we won't be a source to, helping the enemies to achieve their aim. Because that there are solutions that at the end it turns to be worse than the problem itself. Are you getting it? So you saw a problem and you feel that you want to come out and solve that problem. So on the process of solving that problem, we create a lot of chaos. That chaos now come out and become even worse than the problem we are trying to solve. I don't know whether you understand where I'm going further.
It's okay.
So if we can just manage this, let us pray. Or as a priest, am I disturbing? As a priest, use your platform. If you say that you are bringing out so days prayer for this, we will join you, and let us find a way and solve this
No,
problem.
I'm not praying for. I can only moderate it. I can't assure that I won't. No. That's not. Even if I'm praying for them, it's going to be a private prayer. I can't come online. I use my platform for other things.
I support your father. Let it be private. They will misunderstand you.
Yeah.
They might even say you are mocking or you are looking for validation.
Yes.
Father, you made your point, like I said,
Okay.
and what you are fighting, and even some people who are not fighting for it, open, are in support of what you are fighting for. Are you getting involved? For how long are we gonna fight this? You get?
Let's wait. Let's wait for their Sunday program and see what we say. If we don't,
What do you
yeah,
say?
yes, we want to wait for the Sunday program and see what he say. But just know that I'm ready for him because I'm not. I won't push any video indicating again. But whatever he say, we'll take it all from there. And like you say, you're a blogger. You're not a moralist. You're not an advisor. I've heard the advice from my brother and another brother in the ministry, Timothy Ofebu. I've heard of him. I've been with him here in this country where I am. The country where I am, I don't want to disclose it. Brother Timothy was here a few months ago. So I saw him. I know what he's capable of doing. So I've heard the advice. I've taken, but my last word to you, because it will not be difficult if bloggers will now say that Father have withdrawn from the battle.
No,
The battle is on because I didn't set myself to it. The person that will determine whether the battle will end or not is the Zion ministry. If they keep quiet, I will not talk. If they come to swear and take the challenge, I will not talk. But if they call me to anywhere, I will come. If they take the battle, we face them. So we don't have people don't know how painful it is. So I'm not pushing any further or making video to insult them. I've taken the advice. I will just keep quiet. And it's the hand that they bring that now will follow.
mm.
So let them
Thank
answer.
you. Thank you,
Yes.
Father.
Father,
Let them
nobody is saying that you should not talk because you are not right in what you are saying. Are you getting it? or nobody is saying you should not talk because you are weak. I don't know whether you are getting what we are
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. What we say is that what the last point I make, which you have to be careful not to misrepresent me, is let them answer our challenge
Yes.
on their virginity. Let them answer it. But if they don't answer it, I won't talk. I'll just everybody. It will be now clear to everybody. You understand?
Mm.
If they don't answer it, we will not have problem. You understand? Because they have made me to come out. You know, so I'm not going to pursue them as if it's a personal thing. I wait for them on Sunday. If I don't hear anything, on Monday morning I'll be in classroom for my studies.
Okay, brother Febu, there's something I wanted to ask you. I forgot. If
Okay.
if that time that Evangelist Ebuka challenged the priest, anybody who have not slept with somebody's wife, or anybody who is not sleeping with a woman who is working for them should come out and swear. What do you expect the priest to do?
Well, it is unfortunate that he comes from somebody that says that he's a Catholic. Because to be very honest with you, Ebuka needs, like I said, a mentor and a spiritual director. Now, this noise about virginity, I repeat, the noise about virginity has nothing to do with both the ministry and the Bible. Jesus did not in any place say that he was a virgin. He didn't mention it. John the Baptist did not. Elijah, Elisha, Moses, Joshua, all the spiritual leaders. So when you make sex, we're supposed to be private, an issue, and use it to throw a challenge to people. Let me say something that will shock you, Nwikuku, you have never thought of.
Okay.
Already there's a scare tactics. A scare tactics is that there is a powerful legal team or legal arm that is arresting people. I don't want to, you say we should not use allegedly, but at least we know of Matthias Isaac.
Yes.
We can't talk about others, that we are arrested and bundled by the ministry. And every day you are saying, let people come out. Let's use deductive reasoning and say, who will come out? Assuming it's true. So what God counts is what you are doing to save souls. How I wish one day he will say, this is the number of Muslims and people who are in African traditional religion this ministry have affected, and they are now converted to Christ. We will all rejoice over it. But if it's every day you are talking about, I didn't sleep with a man, a woman did not sleep with me, I challenge anybody to do it, let me tell you, nobody in Ministry of Zion will come out if it has happened, because already there's a legal team that are acting as enforcers that are throwing people inside cell. And I begin to ask myself, what has he got to achieve with it? Go and read about those people who used it in the Bible. When we talk about someone like Japheth that was born by a prostitute, we talk about Samson that slept with a prostitute. I'm not talking about Delilah now. He went to Gaza and slept with a prostitute, and the people of the town surrounded the prostitute house. The Bible said that when it was dawn is 3 a.m. When Samson came out from the prostitute house, the Spirit of the Lord fell upon him, and he became so powerful that he tore the gates of the town, carried it in his shoulder, and climbed a mountain. Nobody touched him. So we are talking about grace here. So all this virginity here, virginity there, I sleep with this, didn't sleep with this person slept with this. It's a total childish distraction. And to link Catholic priesthood to it is the most wicked act somebody can do. Can I tell you, Nwikuku,
Yeah.
there is primary virginity and there is secondary virginity.
Second-hand
Primary
virginity.
virginity means you have not slept with somebody at all. Secondary virginity, you slept with somebody, ask God for forgiveness, God wipe it clean. Google what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So ministry
I'm
has
aware.
nothing to do with virginity. Nwikuku, there are over 50,000 Catholic priests that are monks that are in monastery. When we have our home monastery, when they allow lay people to go there, someone like Monk Shinedu and Shade, they comes out once in a year from their room. They don't even associate with any person. Let him throw challenge to those kind of people now. So I don't want this thing to generate into a childish blanket accusation of the Catholic priesthood and other ministers, as if any person that looks at a woman lustfully or even use the words he's using have committed sex in his heart. It's in the Bible. So it's not until they get to room. So all this I'm sleeping in a stone, I'm a virgin, and all this are not gospel of Christ. Preach the word in season and out of season. And why this thing has become an issue is that Catholic priests are involved. Remove Catholics from there. But God in heaven will bear me witness, Timothy of Ebu, that I called Ebuka when he was starting. I say, don't go into collision with the church. I am against you bringing priests to say mass at your ministry. When you do that, you are turning that place to either a parish, a chaplaincy, and you are also turning it to a quasi parish. Church will not be happy. And I say, remove Catholic from your name. It is after the discussion when Monson Okodua came in that they stopped even answering Zion Catholic Prayer Ministry. They used to put Catholic there. So if you wake up one day and say to us you are not a Catholic, good. We are still believers, we are still brethren. But if you say you are a Catholic and the people you face are Catholic vocation, Catholic priesthood, it means you are urinating in a well that you are also drinking from. And you are stopping people from drinking the same water. Something is wrong, my brother.
So thank you so much. I think it was a good decision I made by bringing you up in this broadcast, because I'm so much pleased with your words. Anybody who doesn't like what you've been saying here, the person needs to check himself, because at least you like, how will I say it? Like, you are very, very diplomatic in your choice of words, but still on stage, you've not answered the question I asked you.
What question? What I expect the Catholic priest to
What do
do
you
is
expect the
to
Catholic
ignore him.
priest to do when he asks them if you have not slept with a married woman?
It is to ignore him.
And what does
If you
it
keep
entail?
on,
What does it entail if they ignore?
yeah, if you keep on throwing stone at any dog that is barking at you, you will not reach your destination. The Catholic priesthood is the most respected institution in the world after the army. I did my MBA, I did my master's degree at Lagos Business School. That's what they told us. It is so organized and so disciplined. So I wonder what they gain by, and what I'm hearing from some of their top members I call, is saying it is because some priests are attacking them, writing nonsense about them. That's why they are also attacking them. Well, if my father is correcting me, I have told you that Cardinal Okoje is alive. He invited me 3 times to his office to offer me a fatherly advice. One day we will even snap it on my Facebook and send to you. The day I celebrated him. I'm saying this is my 36 years in lay ministry in the Catholic Church. We are still here. What if we had not listened to him? So I can't believe that somebody will now say that I'm a Catholic, but Catholic priest cannot talk to me. It can't happen anywhere. So yes, they might be harsh, they might be critical, they might be this. Take it. Let me say it again. Persecution is part of growth in the ministry. Jesus was persecuted, John was persecuted, Elijah was persecuted, Elisha was persecuted. Some of the apostles didn't die natural death, they were killed. Paul and Silas were put in prison. We use it to sing song. Has anybody imprisoned him? Has him been flogged there? So only if it's only verbal persecution and social media persecution, it means that they are striking him with a perfumed handkerchief. Nobody is tearing him down. This is something he will look into. Had he had an external director of communication, it will not be him replying everybody. The ministry has grown that they need a very experienced, educated person
Yeah.
that is into media and public relationship, that we, just as they have team of lawyers, Then we have team of external communicators and HR that will be replying people. It's not anything you read in the social media or you hear. You pick microphone on Wednesday and Friday and Sunday, leave the gospel and begin to attack the person. That of the Reverend Sister pained me so much because the Reverend Sister was not talking to him. The Reverend Sister said, I want to address my fellow Reverend Sisters that what you are wearing represent the church and Christ. And if you are joining others to dance in the rain with your habit, if you join others and behave as if you are not in vocation, then you don't know who you are. Only for the next week for our brother Ebuka to appear and say that she should shut up. If she talks again, she will review her life and the people she has been sleeping with. It is called bully tactics. It is never used in the ministry. You don't bully somebody. Thank God you will say you know me. One of the things I know within the social media, you dare not ask me to shut up or bully me. It is my prerogative as an adult to express my opinion, even if he's mad. Listen to me first. But when anybody try to, now the priest will write, some people will say, what are the priests doing in the social media? Go and read what Pope Francis say. They don't even read what the popes are saying. The pope said that every priest and every person that is in vocation shall be on the social media and use it as a tool of evangelization. I'm talking about Pope Francis. And they begin to do it. He said, what are they doing? Do they have parish that is their mother that called them, that God did not call them? Then it's you that God called. So I can't understand what we are struggling for. Let us imbibe this discipline of allowing others to talk to us. I have grown and I'm still growing as a baby in the ministry based on my intentionality, ability to sit down. Father Ejike Mbaka, I've been to his house several times, sit down with him to say, Father, this is what I'm reading, this is what I hear. He said, Timothy, it's not true. What do we do? Then the priest. So talk less of priest. Can't you see Father Ijele once was saying that he knew me in person, that in the country where he was, I was in crusade there twice last year. Did I blow it in the Facebook? No, did anybody even know that I get there? By the way, Father didn't know that I used transport, paid my own money, sat 36 hours from Nigeria to go there because the people that invited me didn't even have money for my flight ticket. I said, let it be a sacrifice that I go by road. So these are the issues. So enough of us abusing our priests and our reverend sisters, whether from Brother Ebuka, his twin, or all this we see Father in our Almaco door, and all this, honestly, so childish and so irritating that an Igbo, a Catholic, will say that that father they are alluding to will actually come to opposite IMT to personally hand over. What is he doing there? Anytime he step out there, there will be stampede all over Enugu. We know it. And you say he's working casually. You saw his back. You saw his head. This is what is demeaning the ministry. So there is something Ijele said, I want to end with. He said, nobody want to pull them down. That it seems they're the one trying to use their own hand to pull themselves down. And this is something that will concern every Zionite. By the way, I'm a Zionite. The day I preached at the Elasamacha Crusade in 2016, I wore their cloth. They brought the cloth 5 years to my house. And Ebuka asked jokingly, he came by himself. I said, Bro Timothy, can you wear our uniform? I said, me? Hey, I go so and wear Ramo. Now we be the original Zion now. When we had the something at Adodo, how many were there in that time? But we were there. We are seeing how to help our brothers to grow. So enough of all these breakouts. I'm happy that Father Ijele Monso have said what he said. Father Ijele, I will call you on phone tomorrow evening after my crusade. Just you have made your point, just as you say, even if on Monday they say they will organize your funeral, now that you have twin daughters somewhere in my zone, we will clap. We know the truth. Father, ministry of lay people in Nigeria is open. We, the lay people who has been there, we know ourselves very, very well. No faking, we know. So we know who you are, Father. And I say once again, I love Brother Ebuka with my whole heart for what God is using him to do. As a child in the ministry, he will grow. And one of my greatest prayer for him is for him to marry this year. Once Brother Ebuka marries,
Amen.
everything will change. Everything will
Amen.
change. Let me
Amen.
see how he will leave his wife to go and sleep on a stone and come and be talking sexuality without the wife making trouble at home. So most of these things is lack of, at times also family, because a woman that is a spiritual woman, we have a percentage of control over the husband. Other women will say, oh, call your husband in order. And Ebuka, I know, is not stubborn. He's not stubborn. Only that he seems he now have an anger issue with a mentality that everybody is against him. We
Against
are not
you. Yeah.
against. We are not
But
against him.
bro, Facebook, there's Evangelist Kobe video I watched. I think I saw it today. I had to save the link because I know I will need it someday. I just have to save the link where he was saying that it is only those who commend him that he can listen to their advice. He made that comment. You get, and I know very well that there are so many priests that have been commending him who are now fighting against him, especially the priest that is here in the screen. But let me not go that side now.
Where the video you are talking about, he mentioned the priest by name. He mentioned Father Ebuka Monso
That is the one.
by name.
But all of us
Yes,
knows that Father Bemonso is not the
or
only one.
maybe Father
Oh
Okunele that came from
no,
Nsukka to Ogopala.
he mentioned
But
only
let me say something.
Bemonso.
Let me say something to you, Mwikuku. There's a universal priesthood of Catholic priesthood. A priest here is the same priest in Rome. That's why there is central liturgy. The reading of tomorrow is the same thing all over the world. The mass, the same word will be said all over the world. The homily, the same application all over the world. I know people got sentimental over this. Okay, maybe Father Ebemonso called him John the Baptist of our time, but the Jelem also called him Elijah. I listened to the talk.
The other
So this
priest,
one called you,
the other priest
yeah,
that writes long notes. Eh?
that's
I have his
what I'm
video. I
that's
have
what I'm
his
saying.
video
You
where he's
cannot be
praising
saying that
Evangelist
it's
Ebuka.
only people who support you. There are thousands of others you don't know. Today, like I told you, I'm beginning a crusade, Lenten crusade at St. Francis in Abuja tomorrow, Galadimawa. When I went to the priest today, I was surprised he has known me since he was in seminary school. So he began to tell me so many things about me and my book. I was not looking at it. And this is my first time in my life of seeing him. We talked for almost 3 hours. He gave me advices, asked for my own. I gave him. That is how it should be. Respect is reciprocal. You can't just be saying because a person has not come to social media to praise you and to talk about you, you will not listen. So, which means if the his lordship, Archbishop Ugoji, that is the president of Catholic Bishop Conference in Nigeria, call him now, he will say, "Oh, because he has not said anything good to me, I will not listen to him." Life is not like that. Ministry is not like that. So I think our brother have reached a elastic point where there is transferred aggression, where he felt that every priest and every lay person in Catholic Church is against him. And I think it's a wrong notion. And I, as a lay person that the church has commissioned as an evangelizer, is happy to see what God is using a Catholic to do. And we put him in prayer. We try to advise. Last year, he was with somebody that came there to minister, and the person delivered exact word of advice I gave him. Called me by 3 a.m. and said, "I've just finished with him. He said he knows you. He had all you say." That is what. So when you say somebody is jealous of you, for what? Envy of you, for what? For what? It doesn't make sense to me at all. That's what I'm saying. So he must listen to his priests, listen to elders, listen to co-laborers in the vineyard, and he and the members should stop thinking that everybody is against them. The first thing the apostles of Jesus said, "Lord, is it I?" is self-reflection. They didn't point at Judas and said, "You are the one to betray Jesus or lead us into trouble." They say, is it I, Peter, who turned out to be the head, was the first to say, is it I? So most of the time we go into self-reflection and said, what if what these people are saying, there is element of truth in it? Can't I have a rethink? It makes you human. But if you think you are right all the time and everybody is wrong, everybody is against you, it's only priests that support you, you listen and take advice to, it is not how to run a ministry. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay. Uh, Saofegu, thank you so much. To our
Thank you,
listeners,
Kwikuku, for this
yeah,
opportunity.
don't go yet. For our listeners, those who joined late, we asked Father, have he tried to reach out to Evangelist Ebuka in a private session to lay his concern about some of his modus operandi, and Evangelist refused to obey before he now started coming out to pour out his concern on the social space. And the father said that he reached out to number they gave him as Evangelist Kobe number and that of his twin brother, but none of them responded to him. That he've reached out to them several times, but they did not respond to him. That's why he has to use, as a person who is in a social media space, he has to use his platform to start delivering the message to them. So we've asked a couple of questions that you yourself might want to ask. Maybe you didn't start this program with us, and Father tried his best to mention things that are really causing all the whole agitation, why he's angry or something like that. Because Father, you see here, has been a very big vocal supporter of Evangelist Ebuka. Countless occasions, the evidence is out there, which you can see, you can get on the social media space if you don't know him from the day one. And that's what raised our concern. What happened? What is the difference between the time he was supporting Evangelist Kobe and now that he no longer support? What has gone wrong? What did he discover? All these things, he have attended to these questions, and we've spent more than the time we expected to spend in this program. You get now, Father. In conclusion, what do you have to say?
Okay, I want to thank our brother and our senior colleague, Brother Timothy Ofebu. For those who don't know him, he's a senior member of the Catholic Charismatic Renewal, the lay evangelizer, a commissioned one for that matter, a writer, a seasoned preacher that we know. So,
Father,
I
sorry.
think
This girl answering at that Ebuka, if I see your comments here, I'll block you. Don't repeat that thing you used to write here again. Don't insult this Reverend Father. He's not your age mate. If you write that nonsense here, I'll block you.
don't mind. So, I want to thank. The reason why I know that the hand of God is in this thing is the emergence of Brother Timothy Ofebu on this platform. We had the whole Nigeria is here listening. Don't mind the 600 and something. The whole thing, because everybody is interested, and the challenge has been thrown out there. I'm not the one to pursue it. They have right to choose or not to choose, but my own is to sit back while I watch them run about, because I've been the one dragging us, and this time around we have thrown the challenge. Whether they respond or not, they will be the one to be running about. But we wish them well. We will not make further troubles. But my joy is that our youth have been, once again mentored aright. And the witnessing of our brother Timothy Ofebu is not by chance. It's our blessed Mother Mary that organized his interest, because I quite know you don't know him. It's God that moved your heart to bring him in. So it's a lady who is interested in this mission, and I keep being more. When you are in a battle and lines are falling in pleasant places, you are happy. So for him to come and talk to our people, the dignity of the Cali priests, that was soil that is redeemed, let them know that we are not dealing with any married woman or going about living some of us are suffering in villages where there's no light, no roads. So our children who are overseas and in diaspora should not be, mentored to believe that we are useless. This Catholic work, we gave our lives for it. So if anybody challenge us, we have come out to prove so. The advantage is with us. So if they say that we have that I have a 6-year-old in America, let them bring it out. And if they don't bring it out, and God will punish them, and it's their shame. So that is just to confirm the truth about the mercy of God that has given us this grace to remain what we are called to be. So that's by the way. The rest of the challenge have been debunked. We came out, and by God's grace, it is done. So we wait on them. If by Monday, I didn't hear anything negative, I didn't see them coming to take the challenge, I will just continue with my work, do my thing. At least it will go on record that their insult was replied with the exact thing that is needed, because it is good for the priest to ignore. But if God empowers any of us, the person has, delivered the assignment that God gave to him to debunk the lie, to debunk the lie that has, held our people in captivity. So I just want to thank you for. Would I be thanking you for summoning me or calling me? Well, I accepted the invite because I know you are mature, and I thank God for how it has
I
gone. So we thank.
I have a brother here who was an ex-seminarian. You know, when he learned that I actually invited you to join my life, he told me that I'm crazy. Do I know that Reverend Father? I said, what do you mean? He said, do you know that Reverend Father you're talking about? I was trying to know who is the Reverend Father. The way he placed you, I know that it is a very big pleasure to even have you here. Do you understand? So I don't take this for granted. I sent you a message. Uh, I have a small platform. You didn't even look at my platform. You actually accepted to come. It is a great pleasure for me. I won't take it for granted, and I so much appreciate your time. I so much appreciate everybody who has been here for a couple of minutes or hours we've spent here. You've been here listening, dropping your opinion, whether you're insulting or you're not insulting. I thank all of you for being in this platform. Father, thank you so much. Brother Alfredo, thank you so much. I became a very good fan of you when there was one of your video that blew the internet first. Especially, I posted that video. It was about 2K shared, where you are talking about, what did you say in this video? It was about something our forefathers. There's something you said there, but that your video went so viral. At least on my own page, it was about 2K shared. It went.
I know when you posted it, is the one I was talking about. Those who were saying that our forefathers did the whole world. So I was
Yeah,
questioning their
yes.
own limitations too,
Mhm.
and why we should not go back to our roots.
Yeah, yeah. When I after listening to that your video, I knew that this is an intelligent man and is a kind of man that you can actually follow and you'll be able to learn a lot. So whenever I come across your videos, even if I'm in a rush, I pay very good attention to listen to your video because I see you as a man who is just an embodiment of wisdom, and I'm so much grateful to have you. When I clicked here, I saw your name, I say, wow. I said I must bring you into this program, and I'm happy that you
Mm.
came. Most of the comments I'm reading here, everybody's commenting in what you said. At least you didn't insult anybody, and you try to mediate peace in what is happening here. I so much appreciate you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
okay, Wink, let me say this thing free of
Okay.
charge. Father Nwebe Joy is just among all you are seeing. He's a very jolly good fellow, very jovial, dance, joke, laugh. So when I saw him in militant mood, all this while I was among those that was shell shocked. I know that this thing must have touched its nerves.
Yes.
Just as you said that the thing woke him up and jack him up. There's a way you will say something, and all this blanket casting now. Imagine I live in the north. I will end this with a joke. Somebody is owing me. I went to him to collect the money, and the person is from another tribe. He said, "Ha, Igbo people are money. Igbo people are money." We laughed and left. I came the next week. He asked me, say, "Igbo people are money. Igbo people are money." So they didn't touch my nerve. I said, "Okay, pay me now and pretend that I'm not Igbo. Just pay me as a Nigerian. Pay me as a fellow Christian." So imagine how you feel when someone like me from Anambra State, you use Akwa Okuk and Okite to describe all the hardworking people from Anambra. You feel embarrassed. That is what happened to Father.
Yes.
Like I said, there are 50,000 Catholic priests that are monks that don't come out only once a year, and they are in different cells. So how do you challenge those kind of priests with sexuality? You that say openly that women come to your distance and be showing you whatever. So let's not stretch this. I stand by what I said. Catholic priests deserve the highest respect. They are not angels, they are human beings. We will respect them as institution, as our leaders, and we never cause them or bring them to disrepute or make them to look stupid before the whole world. In the same way, they, the priests, will also respect us as the lay people.
Yes.
Without the lay people, there won't be church. Out of the 1.4 billion Catholics, Catholic priesthood is only 550,000. So the rest are lay people. So we are your children. Handle us the way you will handle your own junior, younger brother or your biological son. Just be patient, use love, use patience, and everything will be okay. So many people that make mistake, if you correct them in love and show them true that you care for them, they will listen to you more. But when you bring hammer, one day hammer, and bring a stick to use it to kill a mosquito, no normal human being will use a Monday hammer to kill a cockroach. People will say that this is overkill. Our brother Ebuka is a young man, unmarried, who God gave a ministry that is now bigger than him. He need help. We'll be praying for him. That's why I end by saying he needs a spiritual director that is a Catholic priest, and need elder hands that will be advising him. And finally, let him not be the one replying every attack. Let him get a communication director, as he has a legal team that will be talking on behalf of the ministry in a more reasonable, polite, and matured way. Everything will be okay. God bless everyone.
God bless
Okay, thank
you.
you. I have to go now. I'm coming back from a crusade.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to rest.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you once again to our viewers. I so much
Thank you.
appreciate your
Bye-bye.
time and your everything. So thank you Daddy Ofuebu. Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you,
everybody.
Nick.
Yeah,
Bye-bye, everybody.
yeah,
God bless you all.
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe on this channel, share this video, like, comment, drop your thoughts on the comment section, subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless you.